Hi students, this is part 2 of active voice and passive voice. As we learned earlier, active voice focuses on subject and passive voice focuses on object. In this session, we are going to learn about the last tense, which we did not do in the last session, that is future perfect tense, right? We covered simple present, simple past, simple future, present continuous and past continuous, and in perfect tenses we covered present perfect, past perfect, and we are just left with one tense, that is future perfect tense, right? Now we'll just take up future perfect tense and how this gets changed to passive voice, right? Let's look at the examples here. Before we get on to examples, we should know what are the helping verbs that get used in passive voice for future perfect tense. Will, have, been, right? Will have is already there as such an active voice. The only word that you would be using, that is the helping verb you would be using in passive voice for future perfect tense is been, right? Let's look at the examples now. You will have started the job. This is in future perfect tense and the sentence is an active voice because the subject is active here. He is performing an action here, right? And the subject here in the sentence is you and the object is the job, right? When we change from AV to PV, the object takes the position of subject in passive voice. That's how the sentence starts with the job will have been started by you. If you notice, there is only one addition in passive voice, that is the helping verb been, right? Let's look at the next sentence. You will have not started the job, right? Same change again. The job takes the subject's position. The job will not have been started by you, right? Let's look at the last one here. Will you have started the job? Will be retained even in passive voice for the questioning form. Will the job have been started by you? You can see there is a lot of difference here in AV and PV. In AV we don't make use of the helping verb been, whereas in passive voice we have to use the helping verb been, right? And as I told you all earlier, passive voice means we have to use only 3V, and the 3V form of start is 1V is start, 2V is started, and 3V is also started, right? Now this is a word of caution to you all, or you make a note of it. The following tenses cannot be changed into passive voice, right? This is very important so that you will not be confused whenever you have to change these tenses into passive voice, because they cannot be changed. That's the rule. Present perfect continuous tense cannot be changed into passive voice. Past perfect continuous tense cannot be changed into passive voice. Future perfect continuous tense cannot be changed into passive voice. Future continuous tense also cannot be changed into passive voice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 tenses out of 12 cannot be changed into passive voice. Means only 8 tenses can be changed from AV to PV, right? And one more reminder to you all, sentences that have intransitive verbs, right? When I say intransitive verbs, the action will not get passed on to the object. These sentences also cannot be changed into passive voice, right? Let's go for a kind of worksheet. Let's work out whatever we have learned. Let's test our knowledge. Identify the voice of the given sentences here. The first one, the electrician has been paid by the manager. I want you all to write down. I want you all to identify the voice here, right? For you to identify the voice, you should understand one thing. Is it an AV or PV? You know what happens in AV. In AV, the subject is active. In PV, the importance is on object. Second one, did he offend you? Right? Third one, the organizers will exhibit the paintings. Fourth one, let the letter be posted. Fifth one, he was taught French. Sixth one, who wrote it? And seventh one, they have finished the new product design, right? Now you need to identify the voices and write down there. Let's check it out. The first sentence, the electrician has been paid by the manager. Here you have a beautiful hint here, been paid. And one more indicator, by. As you already learned, by gets used only in the passive voice, not in active voice. So the first sentence is in passive voice. Let's look at the second one. Did he offend you? Do you see a by here? No. And do you see a 3V here? No. So obviously the sentence is in active voice, not passive voice. It has to be in active voice. Third one, the organizers will exhibit the paintings. Do you have a 3V here? Do you have the helping verb be? No. So the sentence again is in active voice. Let the letter be posted. We have two beautiful indicators here. One is be, which is a helping verb, and 3V form, that is post, posted, and posted. So this sentence is in passive voice. Let's look at the fifth one. He was taught French. Right? He was taught French. What kind of voice is this? Do you have a by here? Right? No. Do you have a by here? No. Then which voice is this? Though there is no by, you have the helping verb was and 3V form of teach, taught. So it's not necessary that by gets always used in passive voice. So the sentence is in PV. Though you don't have by here, it is clearly understood that the helping verb and the main verb, they are there. So it is in passive voice. Next one, who wrote it? Is wrote in 3V form? No. And do you have a by here? No. Do you have a helping verb here? No. So the sentence is in active voice. Let's look at the last one. They have finished the new product design. Right. Do you have helping verb been here? We don't. Right. And we don't have the by also here. So the sentence again is in active voice. I want you all to make this correction. Let's look at fifth one here. He was taught French is in passive voice, right? Because was is the helping verb used here, and helping verbs are used in passive voice. Earlier we did the task of identifying the voice. Now we have to change the voice of the given sentences. Like the first one, the electrician has been paid by the manager. This sentence is in passive voice and we have to change it to active voice. Next one, did he offend you? This is also an active voice. We have to change this into passive voice. Third one, the organizers will exhibit the paintings, right? This is in active voice and we have to change it into passive voice. Let's look at the fourth one. Let the letter be posted. The given sentence is in passive voice. We have to change it into active voice. Fifth one, he was taught French. The given sentence is in passive voice and you have to change it into active voice. Sixth one, who wrote it? It is in active voice. We have to change it into passive voice. Seventh one, they have finished the new product design is an active voice and it has to be changed to passive voice. The last one, the children are playing, is also in active voice and you have to change it into passive voice. Right. Now let's check out. After you have changed them, the first sentence, when we change it to active voice, the sentence goes like this. The manager has paid the electrician. There is no helping verb here, right? If there is helping verb, then there has to be been here. So it's not there. And there is no by also here. So the sentence has been changed to AB now. And the sentence is in present perfect form. Let's look at the second one. Were you offended by him? You have two beautiful hints here, the preposition by and offend. The third form of offend is offended. So the sentence has been changed to passive voice. Let's look at the third one. The paintings will be exhibited by the organizers. Again, we have two indicators here, be and by. So these two indicate that the sentence has been changed to passive voice, right? Now, pose the letter. This is the active voice form, right? After we have changed it, this is post the letter. So here we are not using any let here, we haven't used any be form here, and we haven't used any 3v form of post. So the sentence has been changed to AV. As we learned earlier, all these imperative sentences means the sentences that have the tone of command or advice. They are used in simple present tense only, right? French was taught to him. French was taught to him. I have a helping verb here. I have the main verb here, taught, which is in 3v. So this sentence has to be changed to PV, not AV. The French was taught to him by XYZ. Sorry, this has to be changed to PV. The PV form is French was taught to him by XYZ. Here the focus is more on French rather than on the subject. That's how, kindly correct it. It has to be changed to PV. This is the passive voice form. Fifth sentence. Sixth one is it was written by whom? Again, two indicators for you. The helping verb here was and the preposition by, and you also have the 3v form of write, wrote, written. So the sentence has been changed from AV to PV. This is the PV form. The new product design has been finished by them. The sentence has been changed to passive voice. How? We have the 3v form finished, and we also have the preposition by, which is used only in passive voice, not in active voice, and been is also one more indicator for you, which is the helping verb here. The last sentence, the children are playing, cannot be changed to PV because the action does not pass over to the object and there is no object here, right? That's it. I want you all to keep having fun because the fastest way of learning is little by little and day by day. Bye.